To carry out a small research project in marketing, you need to understand what academic research is and what is the place of theory in that research. And the key challenge of doing marketing project is that a lot of marketing research is not academic. This video will talk about theory and academic research. As I mentioned, a key challenge for students undertaking dissertations in marketing is to understand the difference between marketing research in general and academic research in marketing. Marketing research typically involves descriptive and atheoretical surveys of consumers, which include market research, identification of specific market and its measurement, or product research, identification of specific needs or characteristics of a good or service, or consumer research, identification of preferences, motivations, and buying behavior for consumers. Similar to academic research in marketing, marketing research is scientific in that it uses systematic methods. However, unlike academic research, marketing research is not looking for generalized marketing knowledge that applies beyond the immediate research setting. Marketing research tends to be concerned with managerial decisions and can be contrasted with academic research because the latter tends to be theoretical, and its objective is to create and extend marketing knowledge beyond the setting of particular managers or circumstances. Although your dissertation focus may be pragmatic, for example, you might want to provide advice to managers on a particular problem, it will have to be a piece of academic research that engages and develops, extends in some way, marketing theory. What is theory? I have provided a few definitions here that you may find useful. The key feature of theory is that it applies beyond the immediate context and attempts to create some general understanding. To understand what I mean precisely by theory, it is useful to look at some examples of academic research. And here I'm using an example of my own research taken from Journal of Business Research. The example shows a theoretical model, which includes 8 concepts linked through research hypotheses. What we are trying to explain here is a relationship between online brand experience and satisfactions, and how this relationship is influenced by perceived ease of use, trust, brand reputation. The article is useful in that it shows you building blocks of theory in marketing and how they translate to marketing methods and analysis. In particular, marketing theories consist of theoretical concepts that are linked together through a set of relationships. Concepts are abstract theoretical phenomena, and marketing concepts include such things as loyalty, satisfaction, trust, brand reputation, purchasing intention, etc., etc. Those entities, those abstract entities, concepts, are typically found in theoretical model. And this theoretical model includes, amongst others, the concept of satisfaction. In marketing research, concepts are typically measured with variables. And variables numerically capture the abstract concepts. Variables can be observed, and they assume different values that correspond to the unobserved concept. Here is an example of variables used in my article to capture the construct of satisfaction. In this case, satisfaction was measured empirically with 4 variables, marked here as V1 to V4, and each of them was Likert type statement, where we ask respondents to rate the satisfaction from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. Sometimes the concept may be represented by only one variable, or to use the language of measurement, a construct can have one indicator. For example, satisfaction may be measured with one statement only: this product entirely fulfills my needs. More often than not, in academic research, you will find that concepts are represented by multiple variables, and multiple variables are used to measure concepts with greater precision. For example, in the example provided here, the concept of satisfaction is measured with 4 indicators of variables. Have a look at a different set of variables. Incidentally, variables are typically found in a section of methodology referred to as measurement. Here is a piece of that section taken from my published article. This example shows a set of variables, and please note that satisfaction is here towards the bottom. There are different types of variables, and from the point of view of data analysis, it's important to distinguish between independent, dependent, moderating, and mediating variable. Imagine that you are trying to examine a relationship between motivation and performance, where motivation captures the amount of effort and performance some accomplishment of the outcome. And imagine that you are interested in the relationship between amount of time spent studying and exam performance in students. The independent variable is presumed to cause a change in another variable. Dependent variable is one that changes because of independent variable. For example, in our case, we could argue that the amount of studying, the independent variable, affects performance, the dependent variable, and that the relationship is positive, we would hope. Mediating variable intervenes between the independent and dependent variable. For example, your learning skills may mediate the relationship between time spent and exam outcomes. What does it mean that they mediate? If you give students the same amount of time to learn, students with better learning skills typically have higher exam performance. For example, postgraduate students in marketing would perform better than undergraduate students in marketing. Finally, a moderating variable is one that fundamentally changes the relationship between two related variables. Importantly, moderators are not at all related to independent variable, and that lack of relationship is the key difference between a moderator and a mediating variable. In this example, age may moderate exam performance. Given the same amount of time, performance may be different for younger learners compared to very old learners. In this instance, age would be a moderating variable. It is a moderator because your time or motivation in no way affects your age, and similarly, age in no way directly affects performance. To summarize, in your dissertation, you will attempt to make some contribution to marketing theory and try to explain some marketing phenomena. You will try to explain it in a systematic way using research methods to extend, develop, or test theory. Now that you know what you are trying to achieve, we'll start looking at practical ways in which you may go about doing academic research. We will start with literature review.